I'm Richard Morris, and today we're going to dive into the world of technology here at Cass High School. Now recently this school received an upgrade as far as technology is concerned. If you look over here to my left, you'll see that every room, every teacher, and every part of the school received a Promethean board filled with the technology to help teaching, along with the internet access and some sound quality systems and other great things that we're going to learn about today. Now, in these interviews that I've done, I've talked to 3 different teachers. One of them is a math teacher, another is an English language arts teacher, and the other is a wonderful science teacher that we're going to talk with today. I hope you enjoy these next clips of interviews. Alright, now our first interview is going to be with Jacqueline Mason. She's a teacher in the 9th grade academy up here at Cass High School. She was, how has technology in your classroom increased efficiency in the classroom?
Efficiency, it's incredible. The lessons progress much faster than they normally do because the material, especially with the Promethean board, is already posted and you don't have to draw pictures. It's helped tremendously with the geometry unit that we've been doing in Math 1 because the figures are already drawn, they're already labeled, so I'm able to go much faster because I don't have to spend time drawing the pictures and labeling its parts.
All right, what are some other technologies that you would like to use or you plan on using in our classroom now that we have this Promethean board in all of our classrooms?
Well, I would really like to start using the Activotes, which are the little devices that the kids can use that communicate with the board and allow them to answer multiple choice questions. So I can post, like, say, a quiz on the board and the kids can take the quiz using the board. It helps tremendously with grading because the board will grade them as you take them. So instant feedback for the kids.
All right, we're in the hallways here of Cass High School. As you can see, lockers all down the hallways. We are here. Today, we are interviewing Mr. Chuck Bohannon, who is a physical science teacher down at the Cass High School. Without the Promethean board and all this technology, how would you be able to present this in class?
It would be a lot more traditional book learning, which is, just not very effective.
Right.
So in this case, we're actually, short of us going outside and setting a fire, this gives me a way to give them a situation that they're familiar with and talk about it.
Okay. And you're able to pull all these images up just off the internet and using the technology that you have in the classroom. Okay.
And a lot of this, and now if I get asked a specific question, like what about this, I can, if we have time, we can stop and pull an example. Today, for example, somebody asked me about bridge expansion. So I was able to pull images of bridges, and it's something they all have experience with, but they don't understand why it's there. So now they get to see why an expansion joint is there. What's the purpose of it?
Filming on location at Cass High School, I'm here with Miss Rusil, one of our language arts teachers in the 9th grade. Miss Rusil, how are you doing this morning?
Fabulous.
That's good to hear. One of the things I wanted to ask you, because we are using the new technology here at Cass High School, how has that technology changed the dynamics of your classroom?
It helps make the class run more smoothly. It makes transitions easier. For example, every day I do a daily language practice, and instead of writing it on the whiteboard and having to erase it every period, I use the flip chart and type it in there once. We do our corrections, and then I erase them at the end of class, or at the end of the exercise, and it makes going from class to class easier. And also with the flip chart, I can just flip to the next one and my lesson's already on there, so transition is quick and easy, and the kids I think appreciate that because it doesn't give them a lot of downtime to get
How
distracted.
has that technology enhanced the class as far as just those, what types of things are you seeing that you're able to do now as opposed to what you could not do there?
Well, since we are doing Shakespeare and we're listening to plays and watching plays, this new technology has helped tremendously because we now are able to show clips from productions from the internet. We are able to listen to the play as they read along from their books because we've got the nice speaker
All right,
system.
today we're going to go down and check out what is going on in Mr. Bohannon's class. So let's go in and take a look.
Okay, so we've got from the water to the ice. Okay, why?
I don't know how the arrow's drawn.
Okay, but why? Ashley,
The water's warmer than ice.
the water is warmer than the ice. So until they balance out, the energy is going to transfer from the water to the ice. Okay?
Come over to 50. Is there one of those perfect squares that we just listed, go into 50? We'll say you don't know. Take your calculator, take 50 and divide it by 4. Does that work?
No.
50 and divide it by 9. Does that work?
No.
50 divided by 16. 50 divided by 25. Yes. So what you do is one of these, whatever you divided by, goes underneath the square root. We divided by 25, so we have the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. Because, guys, 50 is 25 times 2. Yesterday we talked about our plot chart for short stories. Okay? And we talked about exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution, and denouement, or denouement. Okay? What does the exposition do out of your choices up here?
Introduction to characters and setting.
Okay? What does our rising action do?
Progression of conflict or issue.
Progression of conflict or issue.
I got this one.
What about climax? Who's got climax?
Point of highest emotional intensity.
What, Marina?
The point of the highest emotional intensity.
Very good.
Can we open the blinds? We drove all night, but I wouldn't want to do it again.
Okay, so tell me specifically what we're changing.
Drive to drove, I to capitalize I, that to
Without the we.
that to it. Hold on, get that
Okay, what?
W. The W to capitalize.
What W?
We capitalize we.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, it don't matter. It's optional. That to it.
All right, that concludes our video footage of the technology usage here at Cass High School. I hope you enjoyed watching as we talked and interviewed with teachers from the 9th grade area. That was Mr. Bohannon, Miss Mason, and Miss Rudisil. I want to thank all of them for their support and their help. And I want to thank you for watching this video.